Hey guys, it's Aubrey from Muttley Plans. I just wanted to quickly share with y'all two purchases that were recently made. Not this, but I'm just using it as kind of like a little background. But actually, my husband and I got a couple of Jenhaos. So I got this white and gold one. I have been seeing videos, I've been seeing them on AliExpress, you know, for decent prices, and they seem to have good reviews. And so I decided that I would get one. And my husband has been enjoying his Mahjong A1 so much that he's even been mentioning wanting a second fountain pen, and so I went ahead and I bought this one for me, this white. It's like a pearl. It's actually very beautiful, but it's kind of got like this shimmery pearl white color, and then a gold. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of like a rose gold situation, but it said it was gold. And then it's got a fine nib, so, which is pretty neat. So this is the one I got for me, and then this is the one I got for my husband. Not gonna lie, I am very jealous of this pen that he got versus mine, but both of them are very pretty. So he actually has not even inked his up yet. His is still fresh. I, on the other hand, actually decided to use my Jenhao for my ink of the week. So I've got Infinity Black in here, and I'm trying to think, it's the Private Reserve Infinity Black. So not a very fun color, but the theme for my journal this week is black and white, so I haven't used any color. And so I went ahead, because I had this Infinity Black, and I was like, let me go ahead and put that in there. And so I did, and it's just got Private Reserve, and then Infinity Black. And one thing I did do for mine is I actually, instead of leaving the converter, I actually put this cartridge in, because I personally, for my stuff, prefer that cartridge versus the what is that? The twisty feel thing. I'm blanking on it. But anyway, I prefer having a cartridge in versus this. I will say I'm slightly disappointed in mine, but because we got two at the same time, I really think it's because mine's a bit of a fluke versus the status quo. So got both of these off of AliExpress, and mine, like, it's kind of weird, but there's a small separation here, and when I click it, I don't know if y'all can tell, but the nib's barely out, right? And I can tell anyway, that the nib's also slightly like off-centered a little bit, whereas on his, if I click it, you see how the difference in the nibs right there, where his nib actually pokes out further than mine, I've noticed. And I wish that mine poked out a little bit further and stuff, because this just seems kind of, I don't know, it's stable and it writes, but it seems a little wiggly to me, whereas this one, I mean, it's basically perfect, honestly. Low-key jealous, might steal it from him. He's currently got his headphones on, so he can't hear anything I say. Anyway, but yeah, overall, I've really enjoyed the writing experience with these. So I've never had a pilot anything like this, right? So I only have the Mahjong A1 and Mahjong A2, which I don't have my A2 here, but this is the closest one to that, and this is the Mahjong A1 in matte black. I use this every day. It stays with my planner. If I need a black ink, usually I will, you know, use this pen, right? And so I know I've seen so many videos talking about the differences in these two and stuff, so I won't really go over it, but they're basically the same. Mine, see, there's that difference in the nib right there. So I'll be honest, I like that this nib pokes out a lot more versus this one. But one thing that I appreciate about Jenhao is that they give you the option of a fine or an extra fine. So they don't have mediums or anything like that, but you do get to choose between fine and extra fine. And so I definitely went with fine on this, and I mean, it definitely writes very very like medium fine, which I'm great with. This other one has noodlers in it, and it is so much finer because this is an extra fine, because that's all that Mahjong offers. So, but I've noticed, like, it's not necessarily the size of the nib on here that I like so much as how much that nib sticks out. For some reason, it's just an easier write for me than this one. This one, it's so close in. I don't know why, but I feel like I can't grasp it as much, if that makes sense. So I know a lot of people have been coming on here and saying, oh, I like them both, but I like the Jenhao more. But right now, I'm actually enjoying my Mahjong A1 more than this Jenhao. It's still good. I'm gonna probably try next to put a glitter ink in here, just to play around with it and see how it does. Because I feel pretty safe with how much thicker the nib is on this one. And so I just want to play around with it, see how it does. But overall, for me, I like the Mahjong A1 better. Now then, I reserve the right to change my mind, because you know, when my husband inks his up, eventually, one day, maybe, I'm gonna try this one, and we all know this nib sticks out a little bit more. Doesn't seem to stick out as much as the Mahjong. Yeah, it's a little bit less than the Mahjong. Not by a whole lot, right? But still less. But I am definitely planning on writing with this one when he inks it up. And I will absolutely let you know, like, is it just that this one's kind of wasn't a very good buy, you know? Or is it just that I happen to like this Mahjong way more? And I will absolutely keep y'all updated on what I think and how I feel about these. Yeah. But anyway, just wanted to share the new buys with y'all. I hope y'all are having a fantastic week. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, if you've ever like gotten to Jenhao's and they've kind of had different like amounts of the nib coming up like that, please let me know. I'm very interested. I haven't heard a whole lot about, like, you know, Jenhao being inconsistent with stuff like that, but maybe they are. Maybe they're just known for being kind of inconsistent. But I would love to hear if any of y'all have seen that or had that happen to you for these Jenhao pins. Because part of me is like, should I try and buy another white one? Because I really want this white colorway with the gold. Because my thought is, hey, I can put any color I want in here. But if I decide that this is just not working for me, the nib's not out enough, or, you know, the fact that the nib is in imperfect alignment with the clip, if I decide that's too much for me, like, I'm wondering, like, should I try and get another Jenhao? Or should I try and just track down another Mahjong A1 in this colorway? So, let me know your experiences if you have a Jenhao. And yeah, I would love to hear from you. Other than that, that is the video of the week. Sorry, it's going to be short and sweet, but I hope y'all have a fantastic week, and I will see y'all in Sunday's video. Bye.